Hey, what's up? I'm Maddie. I'm the creative director here at Video Power Marketing, and today I'm going to show you the best practices for filming your video ads. Listen, I know that being on camera can feel very intimidating. Trust me, I have been there.
Speeding. Speed.
It is like so hard to see. Wow, I admire our clients.
Maybe be happy.
Happy. Oh no, it's right. Okay, help you. Why do I keep saying your? I know I wrote it. It was just stupid. All right, one more time. I hate that. Okay, I already did that line. It's great. I don't even care anymore. I don't know what I'm doing in the ads. So hopefully that allowed you to shake off the nerves a little bit, but in all seriousness, really what it takes to feel confident is knowing exactly what to do so that you can execute your ad to the best of your ability. So today we're gonna go over a few things you will need to get started, plus some of the do's and some of the don'ts. First things first is just the basic equipment. So in order to get started, you're gonna need your iPhone, you're gonna need good audio, a tripod, lighting, and a teleprompter app. So let's break this down a little bit. I don't want you to stress too much at this point and think to yourself, well, I don't have a professional mic, I don't have professional lighting, so how am I even gonna do this? The simple answer is there is a fix for both of these things. So let's start with audio. If you have a mic that can be plugged into your phone, definitely use it. That is obviously going to be your best option. And if you're wanting to buy something, you can find tons of wireless mics, just like this one right here. You can find these for around 20 bucks or less on Amazon. But if you don't, that's still okay. The most important thing is that you're close enough to your phone and in a controlled environment, like I am right now. Let's move on to lighting. Again, the best practice would be to use a key light or a ring light. But again, if you don't have those options available, you can also use natural light. For example, I am using the window that's right in front of me as my key light. And then there are these 3 windows to my right that are also providing a type of fill light. The benefit of a ring light, like this one that I have right here, is that most of them also come with this iPhone mount. So you can use that as your tripod as well. So that's one of the options you have. You can also use tripods like this or even a gimbal. But the most important thing is that it has the iPhone mount. All right, now you're all set with that. And the last thing you need is the teleprompter app. So I recommend the app called Teleprompter. The icon looks like this right here. And it is super easy to use and it has a one-time payment of 20 bucks, which I think is totally worth it. The next thing you're gonna wanna think about is the location where you are going to film. So here are some things you wanna keep in mind. First of all, does this location represent your brand, message, and company? For example, you can see in my background right here, I have an office space where I work. I have a couple of props that represent me as a creator, and it's a space where I feel pretty comfortable filming and is relatively simple and clear of any clutter. Again, there's a window right in front of me and some smaller windows to my right that allows me to utilize some natural light without any additional equipment. It is also a space where I can control noise. You will want to shy away from anywhere that has super loud AC. You want to be aware of fans that are on, loud traffic, or in my case, a newborn baby crying, and maybe in your case, some kids playing, or even your spouse. The next thing is to find a place with minimal echo. Ideally, that means avoiding hardwood floors and concrete if possible. If you need a workaround, have some fun with it. You can find an area rug, you can throw some pillows on the floor, or even a beanbag chair. All these things will help absorb the sound. My last pro tip is to film into corners of a room, not straight on. For example, you can see behind me, I'm shooting into this corner right here. If I was gonna show you what straight on looked like, it would be more like this. So instead, we're gonna shoot into this corner like so. We will go over why that is important. It also provides you with a little bit more depth and separates you from your background. Next, let's make sure your settings on your iPhone are correct. Ideally, you wanna shoot in 4K, but 1080p will work as well. You wanna make sure you are recording in 24 frames per second. You can check your settings by going into your camera app, swiping to video, and checking the top left corner. You can see that I can switch it right here, but again, make sure that's at 4K and 24 frames per second. Let's talk about framing in depth. First is framing. You're gonna wanna follow the rule of thirds. Basically, all this means is that your shot is broken down into thirds, both horizontally and vertically. And you want your eyes in the top third of these intersecting points. So if you wanna be able to see your grid lines, go to settings, photos and camera, and then toggle that grid on. And again, your eyes wanna be in the top third of your frame. So now let me give you an example of what is ideal and what you would want to avoid, along with being aware of headroom and not having too much or too little. So the first thing would be me coming down here, right? And shooting right here. Yes, we're still in the grid, but ideally you wanna be in the top third. So the reason you don't wanna be here is because look at all this headroom above me, right? It doesn't look great. So I wanna be about here. The next thing is depth. You do wanna be close to your iPhone, but you do not want to be close to whatever is behind you. So the reason for that is it helps to distinguish the foreground from the background to create a focal point that draws the eye and tells it where to look. So for example, I have all this space behind me and I'm the main focus of this shot. But if I went back here, right, I'm gonna blend in to my background. You can see as I went further back, I basically just blended into the background and I wasn't the main thing that you were looking at. So the last thing that is important to remember is to film your video horizontally, not vertically. All right, let's move on to lighting. I know we kind of touched on this a little bit in the beginning, but in a perfect world, you would want a key light in front of you, which would be your main source of light. You would also want a fill light, which fills in the shadows, and then a backlight, which also helps to separate you from the background. But again, natural light totally works, and it is just important that you have some source of light hitting your face so that you are lit since you are the subject of the shot. Okay, the final thing is your mindset. You have a valuable message to share with people. You want to focus on giving value. When you focus on yourself, doubt and fear creeps in. But when you focus on serving others, gratitude and joy come. The most helpful tip I can provide you with when it comes to your delivery is to be confident. Read through your script a few times before recording and understand the tone you want to deliver your message with. Listen, you will mess up. Like you saw in my blooper reel, it won't be perfect, and that's okay. If you want to redo a sentence or fumble over a word, just take it from the top of that sentence again. Or if it messes up the flow, take it from the top of that section or paragraph. But there is no need to restart the whole script. Plus, that's just the power of editing, and you can leave it raw. I don't want you spending hours trying to get the whole thing perfect in one take. Now you can take some deep breaths and start recording.